Border Patrol agents shoot tribal member dead in southern Arizona. You know, this is one of those things where it's like, I open up my news feed and I'm like, what kind of headline is this? Like, you ever think about it, right? Language shapes how we see the world. Most people don't even understand that. I'm willing to say that probably 90 to 95% of people, at least in America, are zombies. They're not actually thinking, breathing, rational humans. They're just sleepwalking from work. You know, go back to home, you know, maybe we'll watch something on the telly for a little bit, pass out drunk, wake up, repeat the cycle. That's 90 to 95% of Americans, right? But the thing is, language shapes how we see the world, even subconsciously, right? So when you read the news and you think, oh, I'm an informed citizen, and you just read surface level shit, like Border Patrol agents shoot tribal member dead in southern Arizona, like what kind of fucked up headline is that? What is this headline? Here's another alternative. Neo-Nazi freak guns down innocent person in Arizona. No reason given. How about this one? Neo-Nazi fired from government after murdering innocent tribal member. How about that? Nah, let's just go with Border Patrol agents shoot tribal member dead. By the way, shoot dead. I got another word for that. It's called kill. It's called murder. It's called execute, assassinate. It's a lot easier to type out than shoot blank dead. Like, what is it? What is this, some Leave It to Beaver ass shit? What are you, 4 years old, man? Shoot them dead. Who the fuck says that shit? Jesus Christ. The FBI and Tohono O'odham National Police are investigating the fatal shooting of a tribal member by U.S. Border Patrol agents in southern Arizona. Customs and Border Protection officials said agents from the Ajo Border Patrol Station were involved in a fatal shooting. I love this shit, but again, like, you know, does anyone remember, by the way, 2020? This is like a fucking fever dream. Like, it may or may not have happened. When, like, the whole country had protests all across the country over, you know, just policing. Does anyone remember this? Like, I seem to remember, like, I seem to remember this, like, footage of, like, Washington, D.C., and, like, there was this, like, building on fire, and, like, people on the news were talking about how, like, black people were going to destroy the country and shit. Like, does anyone remember this? I seem to remember it. And I also remember everyone in the liberal media, and I say liberal media here, capital L, everyone in the liberal media here was talking about, we gotta take accountability for our bull, blah, blah, blah. We gotta be better. Remember all those, like, remember when the Democrats did that whole kneeling thing with the fucking African cloth or whatever? Like, that fucking means anything? Like, George Floyd gave a shit about kente cloth, right? Like, oh, wow, that he would have been smiling remember? By the way, just real quick, I'm having fun with this one. Does anyone remember when Nancy Pelosi, like, thanked George Floyd for dying? Like, that was crazy. But again, we saw this whole thing. This is like a couple of years ago. Like, this is literally, like, this happened a couple years ago, right? Like, the whole country, a national reckoning. You saw this on CNN, MSNBC, the AP. By the way, this is from the Associated Press, by the way. You saw everything. We got to take accountability for how we talk about policing. By the way, 3 years later, shot him dead in an officer-involved shooting. What does that mean? Involved in a shooting, in a fatal in what world can you murder somebody and the news says, oh, you were involved in a fatal shooting? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I was involved. I was the one who shot somebody. Fuck. Wow. Are you telling me that when an entire country and the media apparatus said we're going to do better, are you telling me that they actually didn't mean it? Wow. Wow. Let's keep going. They said the incident is under review by Customs and Border Protection's Office of Professional Response. Yeah, again, language shapes how we see the world, folks. Wow. Okay, I mean, this is a masterclass. Like, I mean, honestly, we should be paying them money for this one because this is too good. They said the incident is under review. Oh, wow. Great news, everybody. Don't worry. Someone got killed, murdered, shot, dead in a Border Patrol involved shooting. But don't worry, it's under review by the Customs and Border Protection's Office of Professional Responsibility. Oh, wow, that's just great. You know, I was very upset when I heard about this, but now that I found out that the Office of Professional Responsibility is getting involved, well, needless to say, that makes me feel all better. All of my issues, all of my problems with this one, they're on hold because the Office of Professional Responsibility, well, they're looking into it, folks. Like, I mean, like, come on, like, but again, think about it. Most people, they read this and they're just like, oh, it's the Office of Professional Responsibility. Again, most people are fucking stupid. They're fucking dumb. They're dumb motherfuckers. I need you to understand, the average person, dumber than dog shit. The average person. And then half of the people are dumber than that! And then about 25%, a little smarter, but let's be honest, it's negligible. Right? Most people are just fucking stupid. And that's why the media can get away with this Office of Professional Responsibility bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. There is no Office of... Like, we have a neo-Nazi organization that works in concentration camps. But don't worry. Shooting indigenous people for fun and entertainment. Don't worry, everybody. There's an Office of Professional Responsibility. Tribal Chairman Ned Norris Jr. said in a statement Sunday that the shooting occurred in the Menegers Dam community of the Tohono O'odham Nation and identified the victim. Nation member Raymond Matia lost his life in the incident. Our hearts go out to his family and those impacted during this difficult time. As the investigation proceeds, the nation expects full consideration. Now, I'm not here to be the white person. You know, I'm not trying to have a white woman moment live on stream or anything. But, I mean, what kind of statement is this? Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, who am I to judge? As the investigation proceeds, the nation expects full consideration of all related facts of the incident and an appropriate and expeditious response from relevant public safety agencies. Because the investigation is ongoing, we will refrain to be making further comment at this time. Like, talk about an L on a statement. Like, this is a gigantic L. Hey, again, I'm here. I'm the white person here providing Monday morning quarterbacking on this statement. I know that these people are really having a rough time right now. But, I mean... So let me get this straight. A neo-Nazi comes into your land, murders one of your people, but don't worry, it's under investigation. Like, they're investigating themselves. Like, I don't know, man. You'd think you would put out a tougher statement than that. If one of my friends was shot and killed by a neo-Nazi, needless to say, I would not be saying anything like that. But that's just me, okay? That's just me. I'm not here to try to police how people are allowed to express themselves. If they want to... you know, be the noble and good people that are saying the right thing and allowing nothing to happen, that's fine. They can continue doing that. Tucson TV station KVOA reported that Matsia had called Border Patrol because there were multiple migrants who had trespassed into his yard, and he wanted assistance getting them off his property. Hold on. Hold the phone. What? Now, again, where is this information coming from? The TV station. Where did they get that information from? Probably the cops. But, so again, cops lie. We can't really ever take them at their word. And also, again, local news, they lie right along with the cops. Though, what they're trying to say is that this guy called the cops because he's a racist piece of shit, and then the cops, because they're also a racist piece of shit, killed the wrong person. Now, hey, I wasn't there. I don't know the situation, right? Certainly a little interesting. KVOA says Macia's family told the station. Okay, so the family told the station. Then he went outside when he saw the agents, and he was shot multiple times for an unknown reason, only 2 feet from his front door. Man. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It's hard to feel it's hard to feel bad for this guy. So, you're a fucking racist piece of shit. But also, you're not a white person, right? You're of indigenous descent. So, but you think, you know, your racism is somehow more noble than the other racism, you know. So you're thinking, don't worry, we're on the same team. We're all racists here. We all hate aliens here. Hey, brown people, fuck them, am I right? Right, so let's get the neo-Nazis over here to go deal with the aliens. But hey, everything's fine. I'm trying to figure out the thought process here. You know? Hey, whatever. I mean, now that I think about it, you know what? I changed my mind on this statement. I think this statement's probably pretty good. When you factor in that the guy got killed because he called the racist there to kill other fucking people, you know what? Let's say that statement, not bad. They're just trying to get this whole thing over with. Whoops. Racist called more racists and then the racist killed the wrong guy. Whoops. I mean, hey, happens every day in America. Anyway, there's some news for you coming out of Arizona. There you go.